My name is Evan Thomas. I'm an assistant professor here at Portland State University, and I direct the SWEET Lab, the Sustainable Water, Energy, and Environmental Technologies Lab. And our focus is on developing and deploying appropriate technologies for both spacecraft and developing countries. Our main focus in the past few years has been developing an instrumentation platform we call SweetSense that is designed to be deployed internationally to help monitor the effectiveness and performance of international development programs. Before I got to Portland State, I worked at NASA in Houston for 6 years, where my focus was on sustainable life support systems that are designed to keep people alive and healthy in a harsh environment like space. The SWEET Lab is focused on a similar set of criteria, but mostly for people in developing countries. There's still almost 1 billion people who lack access to clean drinking water, 2 billion people who lack access to safe sanitation, 3 billion people that cook on indoor campfires essentially every day, and they're exposed to waterborne disease and sanitation problems and upper respiratory disease, and these are still some of the leading causes of illness and death around the world. So technologies like cook stoves and water filters and improved latrines are designed to help address these problems by reducing exposure to these disease-causing agents. The challenge is that a lot of organizations will install cook stoves, install water filters, and then not really have any good idea of if the technologies are appropriate or if they're actually adopted and if they continue to be used. So our sensors are designed to address that problem by actually monitoring a statistically significant sample of these types of projects, where we actually install sensors on cook stoves, on water filters, on latrines, and it records the usage and performance. So are people actually using these technologies, and are they actually working as advertised? To give indicators to funders and implementing agencies and academics on what kind of projects are working and why, and what kind of projects aren't working and why, so that as a sector we can all work together to improve how these projects are designed. So we have projects all over the world right now. We're working with Mercy Corps in Indonesia and Haiti. In Indonesia, we're monitoring hand washing stations and latrines. In India, we're working with the Gates Foundation and the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine. In Rwanda, we're working with a company called Del Agua. And really in all cases, we're trying to improve the quality of projects. When projects are installed and you monitor them by surveys, you often get biased data. With sensors, we think we get more objective, continuous, and ultimately more effective and cheaper information, and then we can use that, we can work together to improve how these projects are actually designed. So sustainability isn't if you get a cook stove into a household, and it's not necessarily how that cook stove is designed or how the parts are sourced or who builds it, but it's also very important to measure if the cook stove works and if people continue to use it. We're not going to replace surveys or randomized control trials or on-the-ground experience and insight. We're just trying to add to that information by providing objective instrumentation that can provide that data back to the project implementers. Portland State University is really a great place to be able to work on this type of innovation. We are right here in the heart of Portland, so we get to work with project partners like Mercy Corps and the Lemelson Foundation. We get to work with technology partners like Stevens Water Monitoring. We get to have students that come from a diverse range of backgrounds. A lot of them already have professional experience that they bring to the table when they're working in our lab. And that is all a catalyst that lets us come up with new ideas and then go and implement them with people across the city to have impact around the world.